Well, not many governing bodies out there hold a world championship that requires you to play with outdated equipment, but that's exactly what the IFPA does. I recently caught up with Jim Belcito of Murietta, who this weekend is hosting the 19th annual International Flipper Pinball Association World Championship, considered the most prestigious event in competitive pinball. If you want to compete at the IFPA World Pinball Championship, you must excel at games released before 1980, games released in the 80s and 90s, and games released in the last couple of decades. Much more audio on the newer machines. All three eras will test the top 80 players in the world.
I definitely like the competitive side. I mean, I think we all like things that we're good at.
Jim Belcito is a former world champion. He's currently ranked 25th worldwide. What makes a good pinball player?
The first thing is learning how to control the ball. So that's called a trap.
Trap right there?
Just trapping the ball. Yep. I need something on this side, so I need the ball on a certain flipper. I need to get it over there. I can try to do this, right? See how I just did that? And I just passed it over. So that was a dead bounce. If you saw what I just did there?
You kind of bounced the machine.
Well, I wanted the ball over here, so I bounced it. So I didn't flip, I just let it bounce over. Learning how to aim. Where the ball is on the flipper is where the ball is going to go.
A little bump of the machine.
Oh yeah, some people think, oh, you're not supposed to move, you're not supposed to touch the machine or shake it. It's like, well, yes you are. That's part of pinball. There is a tilt mechanism there to tell you that if you're doing it too much, nudging is a big part of it.
But tell me how you got attracted to pinball.
Well, I started as a video game player. Started with Pac-Man. Totally addicted to that.
Got addicted in the 80s?
Got addicted in the 80s. I was a great student like from 5th grade, and for some reason my grades were going down in the 6th grade. I went back one year to my 6th grade notebook and I found all these Pac-Man drawings in my slide. I knew where my mind was.
His mind was getting to the elusive 10th key, but his game and his wallet never got him there. He was encouraged to try pinball, which he did at his local bowling alley.
I was a junior bowler, so we were there every Saturday morning. And the only pinball machine they had was a Comet.
Trapped right there.
Just trapping the ball. So I started playing that thing. Seemed to have a knack for it.
Belcito quickly excelled at the game and would build up credits, selling them to less experienced players.
Someone would walk in, hey, you want 20 credits for $1? So now I'm walking out with 75 cents, so that was way better than video games.
Now you're making money as a pinball player.
Yeah, it was much better.
As a teen, he took a job at a local arcade.
Went in and applied, it was hired the next day. You know, I worked in the arcade, I was sweeping the floors.
He worked there 10 years.
Got my training on repairing, and then I was the tech for a long time, then I was the manager. I was going to college for electrical engineering at the same time.
3 decades later, he owns more than 900 machines, which he manages across Southern California. When he's not manning the machines for his business, he's manning the machines in worldwide competitions.
And each game is different, like the older games are easier.
Ball control.
That's a good way to start on the older games because it's easier to get through everything, figure everything out.
Aim.
And then move on to the newer ones where I guess you can sit and play this for an hour and not do everything.
And nudging. Master those, and you can become a world pinball champion. In Murietta with Jim Belcito, John Howard, CBS 8. Oh, that Jaws game, despite the movie being released in 1975, just came out this year. And Jim says pinball has become very popular amongst the teenagers, so the sport is enjoying a resurgence. Jim Belcito, he gets the final word on the final quarter tonight. For more news.